The chances are that you've never heard of Paul Marshall. He's a hedge fund investor and philanthropist who's perhaps best known as one of the co owners of GB News, the right wing TV channel that's grown up to rival the BBC and Sky. But as I've been working on a special report for the New World, that's not even the half of the influence he's built over the right wing of British politics. Paul Marshall owns or donates to a nexus of think tanks, of academic charities, of schools, of media organisations that mean that he and his associates can build up almost anyone and make them a star. The network of entities that he's involved with starts with GB News, which obviously pays politicians, including Nigel Farage, to host its shows. We have the amazing situation that the party leader who is polling top in the polls not only gets paid more than £400,000 a year by Paul Marshall's companies, but he gets an hour on television 4 nights a week to react to what his political rivals do. He can and did react to Keir Starmer's speech at Labour Party conference and Kemi Badenoch's Tory speech for an hour on GB News unimpeded. Marshall's the co-founder of the incredibly influential ARC conferences, which let right-wing speakers from around the world gather, usually in London, to speak about and to meet the causes that matter to them. You've had the Republican Speaker of the House attend them. You've had former Prime Ministers. Inevitably, you've had Nigel Farage. But up-and-coming talent can be discovered at ARC, can be hosted on GB News, and can come through an ecosystem. Marshall also donates £350,000 a year to the Pharos Foundation, an institution based out of Oxford and connected to a lot of Oxford academics, which brings up academic credibility, which gives fellowships, and which lets people get prestigious speaking slots at Oxford, including Marshall himself. Dominic Cummings spoke in the Sheldonian Theatre, which Oxford uses for its graduation ceremonies. In all, Marshall's built a network of media outlets, friendly think tanks, conferences and more, which mean that he acts as a kind of power broker or an influence broker, the likes of which we've never seen before. George Soros has never had that kind of power on the left. Rupert Murdoch's never had that kind of power. And crucially, all of it's legal. Marshall has done nothing wrong. But until we understand the kind of operation that's behind the new right, do we really have a chance of countering it? So I'd encourage you to look at my full, in-depth report in this week's issue of The New World.